Good evening and a warm welcome everyone back. Today I want to spend a lot of time explaining my thought process in the hopes that I may impart some wisdom on whoever's listening. So I'll try to really communicate what I'm thinking. So far, this is just my book opening. I hate the bishop early out and I like to target this pawn in response. He's made some committal moves, two moves with the knight. So whenever the knight's here, you want to try to harass him with a pawn. I think it's generally a pretty decent idea. It's already winning a tempo here. Already winning a tempo. So we're already kind of in the lead now, but now let's try to massage this position. Do we have anything good? I think taking big center looks like the right thing to do. Minimize the possibility for a pawn break, although you'll probably still get it. And bishop here seems like the right diagonal because it's hitting the rook. Of course, he gets his bishop in the way, and now comes the question, do I play the pawn up or do I capture? I definitely play the pawn up. Capturing would help his knight. I don't want to help him. Every inch matters in chess. Don't think otherwise. Every inch matters. So uh, make them work hard to get to the positions they want. Now the key square here is lining up. You can see all of his forces are lining up there. So we're just going to take that away from him. Sorry, just going to take it away from him. That's our plan. And that's what we'll do it right now. Do it right now. Show it in his face, actually. So now we have to think how to handle the middle game here. The knight does look loose, and ordinarily it would be a very risky proposition to keep it like that, but his knight doesn't have a great hop square. In fact, any hop square is a retreating move for him, so I don't think it helps him actually. I could actually just keep the masala going because his bishop really doesn't have a good square. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to keep him like an annoyance here, threatening to take it at some point in the future. We don't know when. We don't know when. We don't want to say when. But at some point in the future, we want him to. We definitely. And this is a critical moment. We don't want to capture here. This knight comes in with a lot of momentum. And at the same time, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on this move, but got to play something, and I think queen capturing back looks okay. And this queen is not in an easy position for him to attack with a knight here, for example, or a bishop there. So we're keeping one of the core motifs alive, which is the harassment of this bishop, the dangling threat. That's our psychological mindfuckery that we're doing here. If he goes back, we take him. If he goes here, we take him. If he goes here, we take him. If he goes here, we take him. He's not trapped. Well, now look, he committed. You see, he committed. And now when he's committed, now it's okay to take it. Now we've done our time, we've done the hard work, and now we can even take here because his bishop, he doesn't have that bishop to support him. So everything has flowed fluently. You see, we won a tempo by making it difficult for him to use his mind and figure out what to actually do. And he was so annoyed with that bishop there that he wasted a tempo. Do you understand these high-level meta concepts? You should try to understand them. They're not that difficult actually when you see. It's just common sense. This looks a little bit dicey actually, because the knight comes here. Fuck! Shit. Okay, we're gonna have to do something a little bit wild here. Take him from the backside there. Fuck! We've got the other rook under attack now. Damn it, how do we get out of here? God damn it, Johnson. How the hell are we gonna get out of this now this time? You tell me. I don't know. Okay, that looks like a blunder. That looked like a blunder there. What was he hoping to do? What was he hoping to do? Why did he get so excited, man? He tried to be all Mr. Mysterious with his double knights. They're not helping anything. Alright. So now Now what? Now what are we trying to really do? Actually, let's just you take a deep breath and you try to consolidate your position. I could have taken his knight. What the fuck? Sorry, sorry. I was distracted. Or I didn't expect a gift. I guess that's what the answer is. Either way, he could actually take that, and you know what? Let him have it. Let him have it, man. He doesn't want it. Hmm. Let's just not give it for free for no reason. Okay. Okay. Now we have to castle and move the king up, or to the side. Not sure where, but yeah. Okay. So the position is now the way it is, which is even, fairly even, fairly even position. That should favor us, but how? How to make it concrete? I think I will spend the move here because that queen check will come in, and the knight hop is coming in after that. So let's just keep the king away from any potential fork. And now we see if we want to win a tempo. I mean, tempo is tempo, right? It's nothing real. It's just tempo. It's just flair at the end of the day. It's not a material advantage, but it might be worthwhile here in this tricky situation of the game. Might be worthwhile to weaken the spawn just a tad because we have solidity otherwise. I'm going to defend it anyway. So in retrospect, king here, well, it's still probably a decent move, but I could have gone rook here right away if I knew I was planning to play the pawn up. Anyhow, small nuance. Let's not get bogged down in the details here. Let's just go for a brute force attack. It looks a bit dumb though, because he's already defending against it, right? Yeah. Okay, okay, fine. I admit that. We might have to take the knight off. Now, what else to say? Got to centralize the king again. And let's not give him play. Let's let him know that we know it's a gunfight. It's going to be a blitz fight here. 5 minutes, 1 minute versus 1 minute. This is my game. I mean, I'm the bullet pro. You guys know me. You guys know me. So, what do we have to worry about? Nothing but fear itself. See, we have full control of the position. When you have control, you can play fast, you can play quick, you can play sharp. You don't have to even do much. That's a stupid thing about it. You don't have to do much. You just control the position, you control the game, and that's it. Yeah, he's not going to be able to manage. I might see a late surge. Okay, now we'll try a little trickery. Little trickery. See, we got our own tricks too, man. We got our own tricks too. Okay. Fine, he salvaged it well. He salvaged it well. Okay, do we go aggressive or defensive? Aggressive or defensive? Pretty much the answer should always be aggressive. So let's do that. He chose the correct pawn, I think. But we have a check here, and the check matters. Matters, my friend. And now comes the question, does he know the trick here? He doesn't know the trick, so he's losing. He needed to keep his king here or here. He didn't do that, so we're gonna get a queen, and pretty much the end of the game now. Just throw in a few checks and all that crap. Doesn't matter now at this point. All right. I hope you enjoyed that game. I feel it did have some instructive value, even though I made a huge blunder. Maybe that was for the best. It got a good longer game, and you got more commentary, more bang for your buck, more uh, pesa vasul, as some would say. So let's have a game review. Heckmeck 1, Heckmeck from Germany. I don't know. This game review sucks, man. Tell Anish Giri, who's the new CEO of Chess.com? CEO of Chess.com. Who is it? It's it's Anish Giri. Yeah, this was intended as a joke. What? I'll try one last time. I'll just try to refresh the page and see if that works. I think it's working. Okay. So the performance review is well, well, it's okay. It's not like superb. It's just kind of basic performance. But let's have a look. So this idea was a good idea, the pawn kick. Great move. But this was actually dumb. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I get it. Why not just push the pawn all the way up? Pretty much always, you just push the pawn all the way up. Why not? That's kind of like the motto here. I thought this bishop here had some merit, but in retrospect, once the bishop comes here, I'm only helping him with his plan of getting his knight back in the action. So, true. The bishop there was not the right idea, and because I didn't want to admit that, I kind of tried to make it work like I got this other plan going on here. I admit that. I admit that. And well, I thought knight here would be a very good move, but well, I see the appeal of knight in there too. It's actually very strong. It's very strong. But we were just doing weird stuff, I guess. We were messing with his mind and with our own mind, in a way. And look at this. We could have taken it, but we just wanted to play this bullshit game that we were doing. I like this move here. Yeah, the hidden threat. That makes sense. I didn't see that. But now finally we coaxed his blunder. And this is when the momentum shifted psychologically. It was a psychological state shift, even though this was a mistake. I thought it was fine, okay move, but the knights did turn out to be quite annoying. It's very true. I underestimated them. And white is huge in the advantage here, and here I knew I was in trouble. I said it. Something like this was gonna fuck me up. And he played it. And I tried the best counter move, which was basically trying to get tit for tat. But he played the right combination. So I'm just keeping that shit going. But he blundered here. He blundered with this check when he should have apparently moved here, threatening that if I take it, he'll come in with the rook. And rook double check and win the queen eventually. That's a tough one to see, but even if he didn't see that tough one, knight here, I would take the rook and then the knight is still trapped. So I did have some counterplay. He needed to find a very good move here, which was not so easy. All right. And I didn't punish him. But he's really playing badly here. And here I had the chance to just, totally bamboozle him, but I messed it up. I admit that. And it's back to a relatively even game, actually, white having a small edge. White did have a small edge here. And it was one of those positions where you had to be a little bit defensive, try to just pace yourself a little bit, try to probe, try to handle it. And it went down to the blitz time. I mean, we knew we were going to win. When it gets down to the blitz time, what chance do they have, man? They don't have any chance when you get down. Because, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying that that's the best way, but it's the truth. Uh, so yeah, a lot of BS here, and now I thought I played a pretty clever little move because I did this, and it is a great move, but not that great. Ultimately, it's just okay, whatever, like not a big deal, not the end of the world. Now here's a critical moment where I could have gone rook here, but I chose to go aggressive, and it's the correct idea. That's instructive. Active rook is the way to go, and he tried to be active as well, but in this case, he should have been passive because this is a very crucial pawn to hold on to. Very crucial. So by giving that up and giving this with check, now the game is totally gone. And right here, he made a key mistake. You see, by going here, it's a blunder. You need to stay on these two files when you're dealing with the far pawn because of the tactic which emerged in the game. Well, pawn all the way up, and now he needed to move his king back, but he didn't do that because he doesn't know the pattern. He hasn't studied the endgames enough to understand what he needed to do here. So we went all the way back, and now if he takes it with the pawn, rook comes check, and you win the rook. And if he doesn't, then you get a queen. So that's how this game went, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Cheers.